I've never, ever been the most talented, the most gifted. But I pride myself on, if I'm ever given a task, if I've been ever given an assignment, I was persistent, I was consistent, worked hard. No, I did my best not to cut corners. In fact, I didn't want anybody to put me in position just because maybe I said the right thing, or maybe because I was on a certain committee, or maybe because I was connected to a certain group. No, don't do that. Let my work speak for me. Individuals who suffer from imposter syndrome are often individuals who have absolutely positively worked hard. They've persevered. They've gone through the fire. They've done the necessary training. They've got the degrees. They've got whatever is necessary. But there's three things that you've got to do if you struggle with imposter syndrome, and if you're saying to yourself, "I don't deserve to be here. I somehow I got here just because of luck or timing or whatever that is." No. Number one, you got to reframe your thinking. If you're going to get over imposter syndrome and accept the blessings that are coming your way, accept the fruit of your labor, accept the fact that, hey, you've been grinding, you got it out the mud. If you're an individual who's going to get to a place where you learn to embrace everything that's coming your way because you put the correct efforts in, you got to reframe your thinking about you. You've got to practice. In fact, it's funny because my son, man, he gets up every day, and when I get him out of his bed, there's this huge mirror in the bedroom, and he just stands there with his hands by his side, and he just looks at the mirror. I'm like, what is this dude saying? What is going through his mind? What's going on? He just stands there for a few moments, and then before I tell him let's go downstairs, he'll stand there and he'll just smile. And I could just imagine to myself, this dude is probably at 3 years old in his mind repeating positive affirmations to himself, saying to himself, "I'm gonna have a good day." Probably saying to himself, I look good." I don't know what he's saying to himself, but it gives me hope for his life to look at him as he wakes up and he looks in the mirror, and even if it's internal, it appears to me that he's having a positive conversation with himself. When was the last time you had a positive conversation with yourself about yourself? Now, real question, real deal. When was the last time you had a conversation with yourself about yourself and you didn't rehearse all the stuff you think you're bad at? Most times when I hear people talking to themselves, and I hear people talking to themselves quite a bit, just don't respond, but I hear people talking to themselves quite a bit. And oftentimes when I hear people talking to themselves, it's not good stuff. It's people talking about, "Oh, I made an error here. Oh man, I'm so stupid." And talking to themselves like, do you realize that the power of life and death is in the tongue? You made an error on a document. You gonna call yourself, "Oh, I was so this. I'm so this." No. You got to remind yourself every single day before you get to that job, before you walk in that kitchen at your house, before you get on duty for the day, before you become wife, mom, husband, son, brother, before you become all of that, you are you. And you got to wake up in the morning and remind yourself that I'm powerful, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, and this is not arrogance, but I've got gifts that the world needs today. Now, when I say world, I'm not saying that your gift is going to reach Asia today. I'm not saying your gift is going to reach the UK today. I'm not saying your gift is going to reach South America today. What I'm saying is whatever your world is for that day, you have a special, what Liam Neeson said, you got a special set of skills that the world that you have been assigned to for that day, the world needs. I'm encouraging you, I implore you to wake up every single day, and before you hear anything negative about you, now let's be honest. On any given day, we can hear something negative about us. Right? You're gonna walk into your job, maybe somebody's gonna turn their nose up at you. We hear negative stuff. In fact, I remember one time, the first time I ever heard someone use a racial slur. And it's funny because, not funny, but it's interesting because I'm from Louisiana. And of course, Louisiana is the deep, dirty, dirty South, right? Where there's lots of division, race division and so forth. But I didn't hear a racial slur directed at me until I left Louisiana. But the first time I heard someone hurl a racial slur in my direction, I laughed. Now, keep in mind, prior to age 21, there would have been nothing to laugh about, right? Prior to me getting to a place where I matured and I said to myself, people were, you know the little thing we say when we were little kids, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, can't hurt me. Yeah, will never hurt me, or whatever the saying is. But I do realize that words do hurt. I realize that's a cute saying. That's a saying that we really wish were our reality, but words do hurt. Now, prior to age 21, if someone had hurled or shared or said something derogatory with me, especially about race, I don't know if I would be a free man right now, right? But thank God this came my way. Check this out. When God knew I could handle it. And I laughed because I said to myself, he can't be talking to me. Because I had that morning, I had positively affirmed myself. That morning, I had done my reading. That morning, I had done my exercise. That morning, I had already told myself, man, you're a powerful black man. And I'm saying to myself, when somebody came my way and basically was trying to strip me of who I know that I am, I was able to handle it as just words because I knew better. You got to reframe your thinking about you. You got to reframe your thoughts about yourself. The second thing you got to do if you want to overcome imposter syndrome, you've got to seek support and seek out mentorship. Yeah. You got to seek support from individuals who have your best interests at heart. You got to seek support from individuals who are trained, that can counsel you, that can dig. I know you think, and it's true, I know nobody knows you like you, but here's the funny thing. While nobody knows you like you, there's nobody that really sleeps on what they know about you like you. In other words, you can know you got skills, you can know you got talent, but oftentimes it takes somebody else to tell you, oh, you can sing. You should go up there and sing. Tell me I'm lying. Yeah, you know full well you've been singing since you were 3 years old, in the mirror, in the bathroom, in the backyard, right? You know you got skills. But it took another person, a second or third party, to tell you, oh, you can sing. Oh, wow. You should go on one of those shows. You should go in the choir. You should join this group. You should join that group. Oftentimes, even when it comes to things that are not positive about our lives or things that we exhibit that are not positive about us, it takes another party to pull out the deeper meanings behind those feelings and to help us develop a plan to move forward, to overcome and become better individuals because of the help that they have offered to us. So let me encourage you. I know it was taboo in my neighborhood growing up to talk about counseling, talk about getting support, talking about getting a mentor. Why? Because everybody was taught you got to stand on your own 2 feet, be a man, be a woman, don't get no help. If you need help, by all means, get help. And this is not a sponsored ad, right? But I've checked out BetterHelp, and I'm telling you to go check them out. Check out BetterHelp to see what support they can offer you. I promise you, whatever needs that you might have, with regard to counseling and support, they've got everything that you need. Then lastly, if you want to really overcome the imposter syndrome and begin thinking well of yourself, I want to invite you to document and celebrate achievements in your life. One of the things that's powerful, man, I don't do it enough. My wife is awesome at documenting, taking pictures of every single thing. And in the moment, I don't appreciate it. In the moment, I'm like, oh, here we go. Another picture, another video. But when I look back, I was like, oh, man, my boy was just 18 months. Oh, man, almost brings tears to my eyes. Oh, man, thank you for taking that picture. Oh, wow, thank you for having that vlog available. Oh, thank you for that reel. That, man, I would have lost this moment if it weren't documented. You need to document the things in your life that you've overcome, that you've accomplished, and the milestones you've reached.